nothing wrong.
Leave.
Fitz, let's go. Fitz, help me!
Bruh.
I gotta see that again. I don't.
Did she say bitch?
Nothing wrong.
Leave.
Fitz, let's go. Fitz, help me!
Fitz, let's go. I want to know what the setup to this video was.
Nothing wrong.
Leave.
Nothing. She didn't.
It's not like
nothing
you
wrong.
said leave.
He
Fitz,
did.
let's go. Fitz, help me!
She'll probably try to sue him too. Like he assaulted me, and then the person on camera is gonna be like, he's gonna be that guy with the red cup, where he's like,
Oh, shit.
because there's no way that
How
Yeah.
do you run? You got to know you're not fast.
you gotta know you're fucking fat. Like it has nothing to do with being fast or not. Like
Hey guys, you're watching the Reaction Hour episode 6. Started off a little bit with a little bit of fat shaming. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching the last few videos. Really appreciate it. We could tell that a lot more people are getting into it. You guys are a bit divided on the Latino or not segment. I see some of you guys love it, some of you hate it. So this week we're actually going to do Latino or not, the Indian edition,
God,
which will be.
I'm already getting triggered. Like
which would be a pretty good time. But let's get started, man. What do we got? What are we starting with?
well, normally I ask you, I present a video and ask, what would you do? This time, I want to know what you would have to do in order to cause this to happen.
Okay.
Niggas not playing. Niggas not playing. Oh, the bleach. Not the bleach. Oh, not the bleach. Oh, not the bleach. Oh. Oh, not the niggas think they just gonna freak off on their old lady, huh? Huh? It's consequences to this shit. Not the bleach, mama. No.
All right. So,
the bleach.
the question: what would you have to do
I think
to cause that to happen?
I think I would have to be I have to have some sort of infidelity with a relative, like her sister.
Oh, I thought you meant of like your own relative. I was like, what?
No, like I think hooking up with her mom or her sister or somebody, like maybe even a close cousin. Maybe a best friend, like a close friend.
The one that she thought she could trust.
Exactly.
Like the
but
ultimate
I feel like if you
betrayal.
do it with a friend, she's gonna flip out on both you guys. If you do it with like a relative or something,
That would be the video where she drives up to someone's house.
Yeah, exactly.
With their car and then like hits it a million times.
Exactly. This guy, I feel bad for him because he only has like 4 shirts, and she just ruined all his clothing.
She had to bring it in a bag.
Yeah.
Look, there's a trash bag here, so he didn't have a lot of stuff.
The only context I'm missing is I would like to see a close up of what shirts were getting ruined.
I know. Could you imagine if they were like some throwback Mitchell and Ness jerseys or something?
Just,
some
sort of like expensive jersey or shirt, like
I'm assuming they're
clothing,
jerseys.
yeah.
I don't know why I would assume that, but
I don't know why either. Hashtag racism.
They're hockey jerseys.
Mitchell and Ness is expensive though, so it's not.
No, I'm saying like
I used the right brand. It's not like I said expensive Laker jersey or something.
T-shirts or something, like I don't know, but that's hilarious.
So it's
you know
cheating,
what?
cheating only.
I feel like the shirts. She should have went for the shoes. The shoes would have
some J's.
Maybe she knew though. She probably would have got hit for the shoes.
Shot.
Yeah.
But to bring the bleach out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's like premeditated.
There's a level.
Murder
There's a level of
on his clothes.
There's level.
She murdered his clothes.
Clothes are dead. Somebody call the cops.
They're dead.
Yeah, there's a homicide of clothing.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I think, like I said, it's not a random.
It's not multiple times.
I don't even think multiple times.
It's the who.
Yeah, it's the who. Because multiple times she'd have been like, I'm sick of this.
What
shit.
about a white woman? Just a white woman.
I mean, depends on who Becky is, bro. Like, I feel like I feel like you're not surprised with Becky, you know what I mean? But I think if it's somebody like the wrong person, I think that's where they draw the line. That's where your clothes get destroyed. So Daniel's a big fan of Your Mom's House by Tom Segura, and
it's a podcast.
He laughs at videos that you shouldn't laugh at. I think he likes seeing people get hurt.
Well, no, Tom does. He's talking about Tom.
Well, no, Tom finds it funny watching people get hurt or like not just hurt, but like hit by cars, right?
Board. It's like backing up, and you can tell the guy's revving it.
Yeah, see, Blue Man doesn't think it's funny. Blue Man's looking at you the way I'm looking. What? I'm sorry, I'm missing the funny here. I don't. This man just probably got his legs broken.
He finds it hilarious.
That's how that actor died. The guy.
Yeah. The guy. Yeah, I
From
know.
Star Trek.
Yeah, he was fucking young. He was only like 24 or something.
Yeah.
Sad story. But he laughing at it, like hilarious,
Right.
and everyone calls him crazy and psycho. But I like to laugh like when people fall in real life though. That shit's funny. I get that from my mom. My mom will laugh at anyone who falls down, unless you're old. Like if you're an old lady, but I mean, if you trip and fall on your face, just you trip over a stair, my mom will bust up, and I think I got that from her too.
I get that gives me like instant flashes of murder. Like if I fall and you like laugh at me like right in front of me,
You think I'm gonna murder
I'll
you?
sock you. No, I'll mess you up.
Why?
I would jump up pissed off. Like I'll get this like 5 seconds of anger. So if you're like near me, I'll hit you. But if you're like once I calm down, that 5 seconds of like
because you're like a.
It's like that.
Because you think that I'm making fun of you in a public sphere?
No, I don't know what it is. But there's
Like a challenge? Like
certain,
you're weak?
No, there's certain little things where like they'll set me off. Like it's instantaneous. So like as mad as I get, like as fast as I get mad, I get unmad. But if you're like if you're within like 3 feet of me, like
I'm getting
better,
decked.
You better watch out.
I'm glad I said that then. Because if you ate shit, I would fucking definitely laugh. Well, now I know. But anyway, I came across this video on a Facebook group, and I don't know. At first I'm like, oh my god, it's fucked up. But then after I watched it again, I'm like, this is kind of funny. But you guys be the judge.
Is this slow motion?
I thought it was funny as
Well, you know, because he's filming it, he did it on purpose. He knew she was gonna fucking.
I know, it's funny as fuck. Look at her. She's just like a pretzel. She's probably so fucked. That probably fucked her so bad. Isn't that? But that's fucked up. That's why I was like, that's why I wanted to bring this subject up or this video up because, you know, she is fucked up. That's humans. Like she's suffering. Like I'm laughing at her suffering, right? Like I'm assuming her calling out because I don't speak Japanese. I'm assuming it's Japanese. I don't speak her language, whatever it is. So I don't know what she's saying. She could be saying "help me," whatever.
Yeah, I think. Well, you.
But like, I know that she's in pain though.
Well,
in my mind,
I don't even know. I don't even think she's in pain. I think that.
Really?
Yeah, I think initially it was fear. Like she was scared, so she was like.
That's why I'm
laughing. Because you can see the look in her eyes, like she's scared because she doesn't know what's happening, and then towards the end she starts like yelling at him because then she realized because he starts giggling
or whatever,
and she realized.
So do you think? So do you think it's my human response to know? Maybe that's why I'm laughing. That for whatever reason I recognize.
I mean, I feel like if she died, you wouldn't be laughing.
For sure.
Yeah.
If she flew out the window, I wouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
100%, 110%. I wouldn't even have shown the video here because I find that disgusting. But I'm saying, like, do you think it was a facial recognition system in my my computer brain, quote unquote, that like maybe that's why I thought it was funny because I knew she wasn't hurt. But then since I didn't know her language, it put a little bit of insecurity in me where I'm like, maybe she's actually hurt. It would have been. It
would have been nice to know what they were saying for sure, because that would give it some context, you know.
I don't know. I just think it's like, because why is she wearing a seatbelt? Like this that's also funny.
Why is she wearing a seatbelt? Why is she sitting like that in
exactly
in a moving car?
It's kind of like you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway, that's.
I mean, maybe it is. Maybe he's constantly telling her to put her seatbelt on. She doesn't do it, and that's why he did it.
And he's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
But speaking of cars, speaking of stopping, I mean, so here's this video. I saw this video today on the Twitters.
What's your problem?
Fuck Afghanistan!
What the fuck's your problem?
Are you such a bitch, Afghanistan?
What's your problem? What's
You're
your problem?
a bitch, Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're a bitch,
Yeah?
Afghanistan.
Yeah. What's up? Oh yeah. Oh, you good? You good?
You got that to protect you.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
little
yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Snatch your fucking
Wrestling
ass up and
Association.
beat the
Nice.
shit out of you.
Nice.
Nice.
You racist
Nice.
fucker.
Fucking Eagles.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
idiots.
yeah. Eagles, yeah. Go back in your Honda, you little prick.
Go back.
Go, prick.
Fucking Afghanistan.
Yeah, I was born here, you
Tend
bitch.
your fucking goats.
Bitch. Yeah,
Tend your
bitch.
fucking
You
goats.
fucking incest-loving
Have sex with
motherfucker.
your motherfucking
Yeah.
grandma.
Oh, that's us, right? You West
Pretty
Virginia
much.
motherfucker.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was the ultimate
So
burn right
bitch
there.
ass.
That's us.
You Western Virginia motherfucker. That's great.
So bitch
You know, I don't know the context of this video, so I don't know how he came up.
I don't even
I'm
know if
gonna
this guy's from Afghanistan.
Me either, so I don't know why he was calling him
Yeah.
that. But the audacity, man. Because
Welcome to Trump's America.
I don't even want to... I think it's just humans in general, just being intolerant of one another. Because, they're like, when I watched this the first time...
You don't think it has anything to do with Donald Trump?
Oh, no, absolutely. No, but I'm saying I think this behavior has happened before that. I think it's been heightened because of it. I don't know if
I think it was happening, and I think it slowly started to go away,
and now it's like
and now it's coming right
people
back
got
up.
angry
And
again.
and it's not gradually.
No,
like,
it's
boom,
exponential.
right back up.
It seems with each and every month things are getting worse and worse, and people could say that's negative, but I just feel like that's what we're seeing all the time. That's what people are talking about. The news stories are no longer about X, Y, or Z, and you can argue, yes, that's because of the money and the whatever, because that's a factor too. But
Yeah.
I feel like this shit's happening, regardless if it's for the money or not. That doesn't disguise the fact that this shit's out in the open now, and it's fucking scary shit. But anyway, when I watched this the first time, I'm like, if this dude pulled out his gun and shot the motherfucker, right, for coming at him like that, because in reality, you don't know what the guy's gonna do. Obviously,
No, you
murder's too far, right? You wouldn't want to shoot someone over it. But I feel like there's a slight amount of justification for that shit.
I think-
or maybe opening the door and beating the fuck out of him.
I think if this was Florida,
and
he would have shot that dude, and he would have got away with it.
because of self-defense.
Because stand your ground law in
Absolutely.
Florida.
But what gives people the idea that they think they could just come up to someone like that? I mean, road rage is a motherfucker. You know, you talk about it all the time, you know, because it's fucking... You drive pretty much for a living right now. And, you know, I can sit here and say, dude, you need to just chill out. You need to relax. It's not worth getting angry over. But I'm not driving all the time. I get frustrated with dealing with YouTube shit because that's all I deal with, you know. So it's like... And if I were to express that, you might be like, say, you know, calm down. It's the same thing because we're not in those worlds. I mean, we are, but, you know, you're doing that literally all the time. So what brings road rage out? Like, what would cause you to fucking go up to someone like that?
I mean, I think Joe Rogan's talked about it on his podcast where he says, like, it makes sense. Like, you have heightened awareness because you're in
You're not supposed to be fucking driving.
Yeah, you're in a 2,000 pound machine and it's dangerous, so you have to be a little more alert, so you're on edge because of it. And I think, look, today I yelled at somebody. You know, I had enough sense because I had a passenger, I didn't cuss or anything, but I was trying to make a left turn onto Lincoln at one of these stupid intersections. It was rush hour, and there was a space in between, and this dude sees me and pulls up to block me from going through the intersection. Like, no, and he knew he did something wrong.
The only reason why I did it is because he wanted to,
exactly.
not because of any
you
other
want to know
reason.
how I know he knows that?
Because he did it.
Well, not only that, you always know, people know they messed up when they won't look at you when you're yelling at them. Dude would not look my way. And all I said was like, you're going to get there so much faster, aren't you, buddy? So much faster.
That's what my dad would always say, and it's always stuck in my head. And it's funny because I did these experiments when I first was starting to learn how to drive. My dad would always drive like speed limit, just above the speed limit, and it was in the passenger seat. Well, I really wouldn't care, but then sometimes like, why does she drive? Because my mom just fucking lead foot, just drives. And then he'd always say to me, "I'm gonna get home, you know, 2 minutes later than you if we were to leave at the same time because of my speed. You know, what is worth those 2 minutes?" Is your life worth it? Is it worth fucking... Because you might be great at driving, but someone else is the problem. It's
not
the
about
other people.
That's why I say defensive driving, because it's not about you. It's about other people.
And so, I've always kept that in my mind.
Yeah, no, there's something to that. I understand it. I think part of it is just the culture that we're in. Like the city, LA, everyone's in a hurry when they're on the road.
And there's so many people.
Yeah,
35 million
exactly.
people.
So there's
in
that
a small little fucking area.
I think you already get frustrated because there's already so many cars on the road, and you want to you're already in traffic, bumper to bumper. So when you see an opportunity, you jam on it for a couple. But it's
but see. Let me follow
the reason
up.
why this guy got mad, who knows?
But it went to racism, though. That's where I'm going. Like, it's one thing to get out of your car and get angry.
It went to racism. It went to racism because he's a racist. Because he's simple-minded. Because when your first insult is that, like it's us. Even when we're like calling each other names, once we hit a certain level, it's because we ran out of witty things to say. It's like when you're having an argument and you get so frustrated that you stop having the argument and you start going ad hominem.
And you're just like, you're fat.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're wrong because you eat too much McDonald's.
Maybe if you didn't shove your fat fucking face, you know what you were talking about when you're talking about movies.
I mean, there's a time and a place for these insults. Like, we all have fun with each other, with our friends and
right.
stuff. We'll say that. But when you're like random people that you don't know and you start going to that, you start attacking.
Because what could have possibly caused him to do this? Even if he had a fucking an Afghanistan flag flying in the back of his truck, it's America, man. Unless it was literally a swastika or ISIS, and they would be legally allowed to do both of those things. But those two would fucking be like, no,
it would trigger people.
Get him off the fucking.
I think
get him off.
Like I said, I think the guy's simple-minded. He's a simpleton, and I think it was probably twofold. Not only did he get cut off, but he got cut off by a Middle Eastern guy. So those two things, because he got cut off. If it was a white guy, he might not have got so mad. The only time I ever get even near upset, where I even think about getting out of my car,
is when someone cuts you off.
If I feel like you endangered me, not
unnecessarily
endangered me, like you did something.
Not because someone swerved in someone else's lane.
Yeah,
they accidentally.
Now you cut me off or something, I might cuss in my car, like I might mutter something under my breath. But when you do something where I get scared for a second and I'm upset because I got scared, so
then I want to beat the shit out of you.
Who knows what happened with this guy? But either way, the first thing he did.
Well, the race is a perfect segment to a video that we were supposed to have on last week's episode, but we kind of got bogged down by Latino or not. So this is kind of completely unlike everything we said we'd do on the show. It's actually a scene from a movie. However, I previewed this, I watched it, and it's not really a scene that we're supposed to be watching it for what they're saying as realities. I'll let the clip do the talking, but for those of you out there, you'll understand why we're watching this. I don't think you're going to get the response you think, though, by the way. I'm talking to the person who sent this to us.
The word jihad is mentioned in the Quran about 41 times. The words mercy, peace, and compassion are mentioned about 355 times. Yes, come in.
Watching a kung fu movie?
Come on in, Riaz. Sit down, please. Contrary to popular belief in most Western cultures, Islam is a religion that preaches peace and tolerance. Yes, Patricia.
If Islam truly is a religion that preaches peace, then how come the world's most troubled spots, the West Bank, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, they're all plagued with Islamic terrorism?
That depends on your definition of terrorism. Some might argue that the U.S. invaded.
Pause it.
Don't get triggered, guys. We're laughing because the voice actress they picked.
Oh no, just let's hold all our comments to the end. Trust me. That's why I said I don't think the person who submitted this is going to get what he expected.
Of countries like Iraq and Afghanistan are also acts of terrorism.
No, those were acts of war to get rid of despotic regimes.
Or a means of getting at a country's oil.
Conspiracy theories.
Well,
yeah.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Riaz.
Mr. Khan is right. I mean, if we're talking about terrorists, the world's biggest terrorists are the white superpowers.
Come on now.
No, really. Stop and think about it.
Explain 9/11.
Okay. Do you know how many people died in the Twin Towers strike?
Around 3,000.
And do you have any idea how many people died in the bombing on Afghanistan? Take a wild guess. More than 15,000 people died. And that's just conservative figures. About 50,000 tons of explosives were dropped on innocent civilians. Men, women, children.
Yeah, but that was because of the Taliban.
Now that you brought it up, did you know that the Taliban was a creation of the CIA? To fight the Russians.
Whatever. They were still harboring terrorists.
Yeah, right. Terrorists that were never found. Just like the weapons of mass destruction that were never found in Iraq. Do you want to get into the death toll in Iraq? 500,000 civilians and counting. And what do Britain and America say when they don't find these weapons? It's simple. They just say sorry. And still refuse to relinquish control of these countries.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that just because you're American, wear a fancy suit, and call yourself the president, doesn't make you any less of a terrorist. I'm saying that if you don't stop meddling in other people's countries, you will face a backlash.
If Muslims like you feel that way, then why don't you get out of our country?
We will. As soon as you promise to leave ours.
Okay, consider that a request fulfilled. I'm gonna let you comment because, like I said, I saw this last week in order to. So I want you to.
I 100% agree with everything that was said in this video. I agree with the premise. Absolutely, I agree with everything that the guy said. I mean, we could make. You know, it was funny the way that the chick, her acting was terrible, her voice was awful, whatever. It was funny the way, and then the white actors. It was cheese balls, you know. We laugh on the technical level, but the actual message that's being portrayed, I don't dispute it at all. I completely agree with that. I think if you're trying to, if this was you trying to like spark some sort of outrage, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for, or like try to open my eyes to the idea that the U.S. or the world police and we are terrorizing people in a sense. You're not. You know, and I think part of that has to do.
I think that was the response.
And I think
like it was gonna get us angry.
And I think this is a learning. This is not a learning experience, but this is a teaching moment for those of you out there who don't realize that when you are disenfranchised people like we are, Latino people, we are not the super patriots that you would expect us to be. We're not.
I don't give a fuck about America.
We're
like
not.
That.
We're not those people in the classroom. I would never get into an argument with like if somebody's like. You know, I would let the teacher talk, whatever. I don't believe, because I know what if you want to say white people, I know white people in government's what they're capable of, because I wouldn't exist if those white people didn't do that. I would not be here right now if the Spaniards didn't go and colonize Latin America. I wouldn't exist. Obviously, you could see, you guys call me white all the time in the comment section. You see my features and my skin tone. You know, I'm a product of colonization. You know, so is Daniel. You know, it's just those feelings, that super patriotic feeling. I don't really get that per se. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't necessarily root for the USA in the Olympics. You know, I'm always, you know, I root for Puerto Rico. For some reason, we're allowed to have an Olympic team. Even though
we're American,
even though we're a colony of the United States, but we have our own Olympic team. So that kind of shows you like second class citizens that we are, you know, where we're allowed to have our own, you know. But which is different. Virgin Islands, they play for Team USA. You know, I don't know if Guam plays for Team USA.
I don't know. I don't feel like the Olympics.
I feel like Samoa might have their own.
I think the Olympics are stupid.
Well, I mean,
I really do. I really do. I know that's not the point.
Yeah.
But so, what I want to say about this video is, I kind of hate videos like this. Do
you hate the structure of it,
no,
or
as
the
a
point of the video?
As a filmmaker,
because it's not realistic.
The scenes, yeah, they really annoy me. The message, I won't disagree with a word you just said. Who am I to question someone else's experiences, especially when I'm not from that religion or whatever? Definitely.
It's not about it. It's not a religion.
Exactly. No. What they're talking about in this.
I mean, when you invade another person's country, who's a terrorist?
I know, but I'm saying the discussions, the lecture started about jihad.
Right. Well,
I wouldn't have been the white girl and have said something.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because who am I to question the lecture at that point? Because if you notice the way it was written, and this is my problem as a filmmaker, as soon as he opened his mouth, she raised her fucking hand. Like,
it's a religion that preaches peace. That preaches peace and tolerance.
The reason why I hate this this type of scene is because it's simplified. It's too simple. I hate exposition dialogue. I hate this stuff because it feels like that for me personally. When I watch this, I'm like, okay, you're trying to teach me. So I'm automatically going to just roll my eyes at it, even if it is true, because it's not 100% true. Because there's some validity to what, because technically the guy didn't answer her question, because he just changed the focus and made it about, well, you leave our country.
He did that.
Like that doesn't erase the countless people who are dying at the hands of the people who are doing suicide bombs and who are innocent lives that are being caused by them too. It's both sides. That's why war fucking sucks.
It's kind of a false equivalency is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's bad, but also what she said is bad. And I don't like this one-sidedness to this. I guess this is my whole point. Not everything is one-sided. Doesn't matter if I 100% agree with you. There is still a truth to what's going on in the world, and I think you need to be able to acknowledge that too. That yes, America should not be there. We should absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, not be there. But at the same time, how many lives have we potentially saved on it? Honestly, how many lives have we potentially saved by taking out people of ISIS, by taking out other terrorist leaders? I don't know. I don't know. But is it at least a possibility that maybe there's something going on in the government that I, as a fucking regular citizen, just don't know about? And that there are threats out there that are being quelled right now that could save thousands of lives and are only happening because of 9/11? Conspiracy or not?
Yeah, I mean, could be, could not be though. I mean, there's definitely.
I'm not defending the country.
No, I know, but there's definitely that possibility that
is being the world police a bad thing if you are stopping people?
I mean, being the world police might be the cause of these things. So
I agree with you. That's why
pulling out 100% might stop some of these groups from.
But that leads to ISIS. When we pulled out, now we shouldn't have been in Iraq anyway. But I mean,
Saddam, but there's still people out there that are questioning that is ISIS even a real thing? ISIS might be.
Well, I'm saying
no one's ever seen an actual ISIS.
But
murder.
everyone agrees that. What do you mean no one's seen an ISIS murder?
Every ISIS has taken credit for any attack.
The beheading videos, those are the ones that was given.
That might not be an ISIS group. That might just be another group out there beheading people.
And then taking
credit for it.
My point is,
we've never said
those are still bad people, though.
No, absolutely, they're terrible people.
Those are still bad people.
Right.
And I don't know if killing them is the right thing to do, but I'm just saying, it's that's a reality. They kill innocent people too.
It's like what's that mythical animal where you cut off the head and another head sprouts up? Is that the Hydra?
Medusa?
No, that's not Medusa.
I think it might be the Hydra.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is. It's
a vacuum anywhere.
Who knows what the solution is? And the only thing that people see is the innocent deaths because of it.
And it's fucked up.
It is.
But
let's.
No, we're gonna segue.
Let's brighten this up and do everybody's favorite segment. Latino or not, the Indian edition, which is actually Indian or not this week. Let's get it started, man. Indian or not, the look on Daniel's face says it all. What do we got? All right, so that's you got 15 seconds. Go.
I'm gonna say this one's Indian because his hair looks just like fucking Sanju's or in the movie.
Okay.
I mean, I know this was common. This could also be a fucking Mexican.
Looks like my grandpa.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, I'm still saying Indian. I'm saying Indian.
We're at 15 seconds here. You would be wrong. This is Jose Luis Rodriguez, aka El Puma. I think he's from Venezuela. He's not Mexican for sure, but he's a classic singer from the 1970s. I think you should give me
a half wrong because I did say I did qualify it by saying it's because I just saw Sanju. If I didn't say Sanju, I would have said Latino. If you didn't change the fucking rules on me and made it Latino or not, I would have said Latino.
Okay, let's go. Move on. Let's go on to the next one.
Fuck, man. The clothes. I'm going to have to say Indian, and it's just this fucking jacket, bro, and this turtleneck. The hair, like this looks like Big B. Is this Big B? Like super
It
young
is.
Big B?
You got it. 15 seconds.
Fuck yeah.
This is young Amitabh Bachchan.
Fuck yeah.
That's him.
I
I was
actually
wondering.
feel good.
I was wondering if you were gonna recognize him or not. And for a second you didn't, but then all of a sudden it hit you like I know that face.
No, you know what it
Yeah.
was? It wasn't his fucking face. It's this fucking hair. It's the same. It's the same. That's his fucking hair. And then I was like, what is this fucking crocodile jacket? I'm like, but he doesn't have a Mexican face, because I know it's not Latino or not. But I'm just didn't match up. But I'm so glad that I guessed it.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Shows you guys I'm paying attention. and I'm
15
learning.
seconds.
What the fuck?
That's Jesus.
No, it looks like the dude who was in
You got 6 seconds.
American Horror Story, but they put a wig on him. Motherfucker's
One.
not Indian.
What's your guess? Not Indian? You are right. That is Marco Antonio Solis, Mexican superstar. He's a singer.
He looks like he sucks dick.
I was hoping the shirt would distract you and you would say the shirt tells me.
No, he
the
looks like
rosary gave it
he
away.
looks like the.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even. No, but there's Christian Indians out there. It's a diverse place. Fuck Indian for sure.
For sure.
Don't even have to start the counter on that one.
Okay, why do you say that?
He looks like one of my friends who's Indian.
Fair enough.
His jaw, like his facial structure.
Okay. Anyways.
That you asked. I'm telling you.
No. That you said his jaw, and I was like.
I meant to say facial structure.
But yeah, this is actor Arjun.
His jaw, because he doesn't have one.
Arjun Rampal. No, I didn't say that at all. Arjun Rampal. We have not seen a movie. I'm not even sure we've seen him in a trailer. But yeah, you got that one right. Look at that, 3 in a row.
Fuck. This is Indian Tom Cruise, but those sideburns, what are those? He is, I'm going to say, not an Indian. If this were Latino or not, I would say it's Latino. But since it's not, Indian. Not Indian, excuse me, not Indian. Not Indian. Final answer.
Indian.
Okay, you are right. This is Chayanne. He's a Puerto Rican pop singer. He's been singing since he was like 10 years.
So I would have been wrong.
Why the fuck do you keep saying that shit? That's dumb. You're American. This guy's more Latino than you are. All right.
This guy.
And go.
Wilmer.
Is that his name? Did you give me his name? Because if it is, I'm going to make sure. Just shh. Because I was like, don't spoil it. That might give it away. Fuck.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Time.
Not
What's
an
your
Indian.
answer? You would be wrong. This is.
I was gonna say it, and I just went against my gut. Hold on, let me say why I was gonna say he's an Indian. I was gonna say he was an Indian because he's wearing the fucking tux, but then he has a leather jacket on. So to me, that feels like he was like at a fucking wedding, right? Like in the movie, he's in the wedding at something, and that's why he has the tux underneath. And then they break out in a fucking song, and he takes off the fucking wedding jacket, and he puts on the fucking thing.
The leather jacket.
Like so, like I feel like straight from a Bollywood movie. But then I was like, this might be the trick. So I'm going to say fucking not an Indian because he's probably Latino.
This is the actor Ria Khan. I picked him because he looks like Wilmer Valderrama.
That's why he said it.
Yeah, I think you should put a picture of
them side to side.
Yeah. Yeah, and final, we got the bonus answer, the bonus one.
She's half Lebanese. I'm gonna say Indian based on her earrings.
Okay.
Her hair too. Her hair.
Come on with some odd.
Her hair's pretty nice and.
Well,
black.
this one is kind of a trick question. It's a trick because she's Sri Lankan, and I'm pretty sure Sri Lanka at some point was a part of India. So she is Miss Sri Lanka 2017. Let's double check to make sure Sri Lanka.
Well, that could explain the Indian. That would explain the earrings.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because they're close enough to where they would have some overlap in terms of like.
Sri
jewelry.
Lanka is off the southern coast of India. Used to be called Ceylon. It's part. For me, it's. I mean, we're gonna get flamed for this, but it's part of the Indian diaspora. I would have to say Sri Lanka itself.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Let's shift the focus here, but let's stay on in this part of the world.
Last week, for those of you that did not know this, last week was our 1-year anniversary of reacting to Indian content. Thank you very much. We've learned a lot in this past year. We appreciate you guys.
Videos like this we've seen over the years prior to us doing that, and this is kind of why we were so ignorant at first, because we assumed so much Bollywood content would be like this, and we didn't really realize, or maybe at least me, I didn't realize that this was just soap opera television. I thought like these are actual movies. But this was a clip sent to us, and yeah, let's watch it. It's the best editing.
Is that a fan made, or is that actually?
That's the real one. So we've seen this shit, right? Like we've seen things like this. It's literally not the first time.
No.
And so I wanted to look for other ones that I haven't seen, but you know, so I wanted to share them with you. Here's one. I'm assuming this happened after she found out the husband was cheating, but I don't know. Maybe she's just doing this, but just watch.
Is that a laptop?
Yeah.
She's washing his laptop.
Because like I said, I feel like the husband cheated, and this is the revenge.
Not the bleach.
I like how she's smiling.
That's what I'm saying.
Like pleasantly too. It's the music. All right, he's got to walk in at some point.
No, it's almost done. Just wait, it's not done. She's not done. This is in the show. This whole scene. She could have just done that, by the way.
Yes.
Like the husband's not gonna know she cleaned it with fucking soap.
She just wanted a clean kill.
It's not done. Just wait.
Dishwasher. Stop. What was on that computer?
This was also submitted to us.
Was she still talking?
நீங்க அழறத நான் பார்க்க கூடாது. நான் சாகணும் சித்தார்த்.
இல்ல மகன், நீ சாக கூடாது. உன்னை நான் சாக விட மாட்டேன்.
சித்தார்த்.
Stop it. She's still alive.
அங்க பாருங்க.
She lives for another year.
நீங்க
I don't know what they're saying, but it doesn't matter.
Is that popcorn?
சித்தார்த். அதை எடுத்து எனக்கு வச்சு விடுங்க. என்ன எங்க கொண்டு போறீங்க சித்தார்த்?
Oh my god, what is this?
Wait, what is going on?
I skipped ahead because it's the scene so long.
Whoa.
She's watching her favorite show.
Now before
look, the only way this would be possible is if he was shooting like a 22 or something like that, and the bullet got lodged.
This video.
So I didn't want to keep it you know, like we're hating on Indian stuff, and I don't know if this is from Mexico, but it's definitely Latino soap opera. So it's not just you guys, it's us too. Turn the level down. So, translate real quick what they're saying.
I'll do it.
I think the music is so loud that the only thing I can hear is desgraciada. That's all I heard her say.
The setup is she's in a wheelchair. That's her daughter.
And then she sees the boy kissing her
on the cheek. Yeah. On the cheek. That's the key piece of information.
From her angle, she doesn't know if it's her cheek. All right.
But regardless,
Yeah.
she's in a wheelchair and he's just giving her a kiss.
And then she said, "You're lying to me. You're lying to me."
I'm gonna kick your
Right now,
ass.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you so bad that you'll never forget it.
Now you can just, now the visuals will do the talking.
It gets way better.
It gets better.
She's saying, "Let go of me, let go of me."
They did a weird cut. What was that?
It gets better.
All dramatic. Who's this guy? Damn.
And no reason to go after the old lady.
She headbutting her to death.
She's banging her head against the wall.
Take the girl.
Doesn't she? Okay, I mean, it keeps going. That's enough. I have to end with this one, though. I have to end this whole little segment of over-exaggerative, which, by the way, if you guys have other clips that we are not including, please send them to us because we would love to react
I would love
to
to
them.
see someone take 45 minutes to die from a headshot.
This one I found on my Instagram, and it is fucking... Well, I'll let the video do the talking.
How is Where was he? Is this Mars?
It's still fucking going. It's falling for...
I like the shoddy wire work too. You could totally tell they were lowering.
It was so bad. Oh my god. And to think, you know what's funny and ironic about this? People love it. People love it. And I can almost guarantee you they know it's bad too, but they get into it. Like, cause in a weird way...
Hey man, it's like pro wrestling. We all know it's fake.
Exactly. In a weird way, if I could probably watch these and like, even if it's just for the laughing factor, you know, you just... I don't know, there's just certain types of shit, but, well, there's only a few more videos for today, actually, believe it or not, just so we can wrap it up. Yeah. Here's one. This one's a short one. This is crazy shit white people do. This is
Why?
A frat.
Why would you do that?
Aww.
It's a frat.
Fuck yeah.
He passed out.
No, he didn't. He's gonna fucking have a heart attack and pain.
I thought they're supposed to splash water on it after they do that. Am I wrong?
I have no idea.
Why would you do that? That's a huge brand too.
That's fat. Why would you do any size brand? That's gonna fucking hurt. Tattoo, okay, you know, I can like, you can justify it later by look how stupid I was. A brand, you're gonna be like, look how stupid I was, and the girl might fucking leave. Like, wow, you are stupid. Like,
yeah.
You're fucking actually stupid.
I mean, there's definitely like branding is a thing. People are.
That's so dumb though. Well, you know, did you know? And I haven't looked this up, but according on the Joe Rogan podcast, they were talking about that girl in the sex slave, the sex cult. That they were branding the girls that were involved in the sex.
I didn't know that. No.
Anyway, you could set this one up or talk about this one because, well, this takes place in your hometown.
Bart.
You can't wait. Science says no eating and drinking. You don't get it? You don't get it. You must be stupid. I've seen people like you on TV.
So dumbass.
I've seen people like you on TV.
I'll get the police on board. How about that? Can you get a policeman on board here?
Notice how
dining in the first car, number 356. He's dining, eating on the train, Thank you very much.
Look at him. Taking a picture of him. Notice how everyone was in a panic, by the way.
No.
Like, everyone was like, fuck, I hope you call the cops immediately. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so scared and terrified. Look at their faces, like, right now. Like, this lady's like, really?
Like, this is,
Probably.
look, this is,
Damn it, Walton.
So, BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, that's basically the subway system in the Bay Area. And all over the trains, it says no eating, no drinking on the train. Nobody pays attention to that. Like,
And we understand why it's there. We don't want you littering. We don't want you spilling. We don't want
exactly. And
smelling pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, all bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but it's like, I've never seen anyone get a ticket. They have their own police that come on to like deal with
problems.
With
there are problems.
with actual issues. You know, this is. What's funny is it looks like the guy that he's like messing with is another white guy, so it's not racially motivated, but it's definitely like this guy has to have some sort of mental issue where he gets so upset that somebody's breaking a trivial rule that he feels the need to shame him.
Dude looks like Aaron Sorkin, by the way.
It is Aaron Sorkin.
No, his speech wasn't good enough. If he would have fucking rambled a huge monologue off,
yeah,
like immediately, like he was coked out, I would be like, that is Aaron Sorkin. This guy's too simpleton for that. But it's just so dumb, man.
It's
why do people bother with stuff like that?
I think you got to mind your own business. Like, especially no one's getting hurt,
and it keeps happening in this fucking area too. You got we weren't gonna really talk about it, but the girl selling the water,
there's barbecue Becky, there's Permit Patty.
I mean, it's just so dumb.
Yeah, I honestly don't.
Who cares?
It's shocking to me that it's happening in the Bay Area of all places, to be honest with you, because it's
people mind their own fucking
business.
Like,
not only that, but the Bay Area was like the birthplace of like a lot of these social movements. You know?
True. So people should be more progressive
exactly.
and more open to these like.
It's always
Hitler
been
rules.
known as like one of the most, if not the most progressive place in the United States. So for stuff like this happening, it's ridiculous. But we got another train video.
Yep. This is a following up of like stuff going wrong. This is a situation.
New York, huh? This
is New York. You could tell by the cars. But this is a situation in which the cops probably would have been called for a justified reason,
right.
Or maybe not. You be the judge.
Let's get it shaking, boy. Let's get it shaking, boy.
I'm ready anytime, man.
Take him out. Take him out. You want to call the cops? You want the cops?
I'll call the cops. Call the cops. Cops! Cops!
I got 100 witnesses here saying cops threatened this old man right here. Telling him that if he touches you, you're gonna fuck him.
Exactly.
This is the subway. We all touch each other. He didn't try to do anything.
You look good, nigga. You look good. You look good. I'll fuck you right now, nigga.
I don't like that. You better not say that to me anymore. You hear me?
Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm just telling you.
What you gonna do?
That you're gonna stop.
You're gonna stop. What you gonna
Are you trying to threaten him?
I'm telling you, ain't fucking me. That's what I'm telling you. You ain't fucking nobody with me standing right here. That's what's happening. You ain't fucking nobody. You.
I don't know why they stopped recording. It could have been great, but
escalate.
What would you do? I guess I didn't ask that. I changed it up earlier, but I forgot about this video. What would you do if you got some fucking dude like this come up to you saying, "I want to fuck you"?
I think, dude.
Not I want to mess you up. Not I want to fight you. I want to fuck you.
I mean, you can see the dude, just how frail the guy looks from behind. He
might have AIDS.
He's homeless. He's either homeless, definitely mentally ill. The guy's got problems, and I think that's probably part of the reason why
he wants to fuck another man.
Well, no,
is that what you're saying? Are you saying it's wrong to be?
I'm saying that's part of the reason why Chrome Dome doesn't knock him out, is because he knows the guy's like
obviously
not all the way
without a
there,
shot of a doubt.
and he doesn't feel like legitimately threatened by the guy. Because you even say he doesn't get his hands ready,
or he could not. Maybe he's. But I agree with you though.
The guy's loaded, and it's one of those things where you just got to pick your battles. And
okay, let's assume that he was not that guy, and it was the inverse. and it was a guy in a suit.
I mean, when it comes to altercations,
and he smells you like he did. He smelled the guy, and then he says, "I want to fuck you." What do you do?
I mean,
what do you do, hotshot?
As long as he doesn't touch me. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If I feel threatened,
he's smelling you. You're gonna tell me you're not.
Okay, he's smelling me is one thing, but if I feel like he's gonna like, if I feel,
fuck you,
if I feel threatened, that's the thing. It all comes down to if you feel threatened. If you feel threatened, it's fight or flight.
So you wouldn't feel threatened by him wanting to have sex with you? It's
try
just
to,
physical force?
I think you need to... You don't fight, you don't hit anybody unless you absolutely feel like there's no other option.
What if he pulls his dick out?
Is he gonna touch me with his dick?
What if he...
There's like stuff like that. Like I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna leave him alone. You know.
See, we can't really play this game with me because
you run every single time. I
don't even know what I would do.
You'd probably suck his dick. That's why you're just like.
I don't even know what I would do.
You're like, listen, I'll put it in my mouth for like 15 seconds, okay? If you leave me alone.
Not with that guy. We just got through saying about how he's not all there.
15 seconds. Soft.
I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do that. We'll wrap it up with a not so funny video. Nothing bad happens, by the way. Nothing bad happens. It's just this is the bad thing that happens, but no like crash or some shit. So
I mean, that's like Thailand or the Philippines, because that's how.
So if you were in charge of a town, and you were writing your own rules, does this person deserve to drive?
No.
Does this person deserve to have a child?
No. This person needs to go to jail. That's the most irresponsible thing I've ever. You know. I mean, I feel stupid sometimes when I grab my phone for a second when I have my kid in the car. And I'm like, what am I doing? And I drop the phone immediately. But they're on a motorcycle, of all, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
No helmet on the kid, you know, just
not even on her. No, there's no seatbelts.
No,
obviously, because the seatbelt's not going to help you.
Yeah, that's there's a reason why the person in the car was filming him, because it's stupid. It's stupid, terrible thing. We need something funny. I can't finish the show on this.
Okay, I do have another funny one. I guess we'll end with this. Some WWE.
Here we go. Look out. The Cobra! What the hell's he doing? Oh, and Jinder Mahal with that.
That's not the song.
He's snake charmer. Yeah, he's trying to charm the Cobra. He is.
The title of this video, by the way, is called Haters Will Say It's Fake.
The Great Khali.
Pretty good at this charming. It's like Merlin Olsen. It's a Romaha. It's Marlon Perkins. Merlin Olsen. Oh, sorry. Oh, Khali! Marlon Perkins.
For those that don't know, he has a sock in the shape of a snake. I'm sure.
It's going on Santino.
Santino's finishing move towards the end of his WWE run.
This goes the flu. This could be jumping the shark. What about the Cobra? Oh, God, this is rotten. This is the home of Austin 316, Milwaukee. How did you bring Stone Cold Steve Austin into this thing? That's what he's wondering right now. The Cobra's back. Oh, no. And the Cobra strikes. Khali willed the Cobra on.
What do you have to say about that?
Oh, man.
Do you feel like that's offensive? Or do you feel like if you get offended by that, you're a little bit too uptight?
I think you got two Indian wrestlers playing along with it, so I feel like when it comes to these kind of stupid stereotypes, if the people are okay with it and they play along with it,
and they are the stereotype,
yeah, like then it's all right. Like, but you know,
if it were all white guys and they did that, or all black guys, or all anybody,
you'd probably have a different thing going on. But I'm sure they're like, this is hilarious. We want to do because Santino Marella was never a serious character. He was always a joke wrestler.
And the thing
he's
about
actually one of the modern wrestlers of the last 10 years. He's probably my favorite one.
Well, because what I was gonna
Santino Marella.
I've actually never seen him. I don't think
he debuted out of the crowd.
Yeah, I don't remember, because I probably maybe if he was at WrestleMania. But my point about what a lot of people don't know about wrestlers is, I feel like a lot of people think that people write for them, which they do. But they also write for themselves.
Yeah,
too.
no,
they're like their own characters and personas.
They definitely,
and they could have easily came together and say, "Hey, man, wouldn't it be funny if we got Santino to come in?
Yeah,
and, like he pulled out a snake, and then we did this."
I mean, to be fair, like Vince McMahon came up with this gimmick. And
no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that they were probably like on board with it too.
Yeah, I think if anything, they gave him like this is improv, and they gave him like a scenario, and then they went with the.
That's what I'm saying.
Scenario. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is they're in on the joke.
Absolutely.
They're not being pushed into it. They know they're okay with it.
Right, exactly.
And I'm sure if there actually was something really offensive, they probably wouldn't do it because they would probably lose their job because Vince would probably fire them and find someone who could do it.
Right. I mean, to be completely fair, wrestling has always been full with these like stereotypical tropes and stuff. Like
because
the characters.
It's a theater.
Yeah, exactly. There's always the bad guy's always whoever the enemy is at the time.
Because it needs to be easily identifiable.
Exactly.
That's really what it comes down to.
Pretty much,
and
yeah.
that's
Because
the easiest way.
It wasn't always TV, so it wasn't
entertainment. It was actually them just wrestling.
Exactly.
And then it became like bigger than life.
Yeah, the humor has definitely grown over the years, especially in the Attitude Era. The humor went to a certain.
And I think that's probably why it is popular in India too. I mean, wrestling's popular worldwide. I mean, I really think it's a worldwide sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely they tour everywhere.
Because it's bigger
easy,
than other places. It's easy to get into.
Yeah.
It's
the ultimate male soap opera. It's the same shit like we said with the cheesy soap operas with the crazy stuff.
It's so over the top.
Yeah, you know it's fake, but you still like love it. You're still entertained.
And then sometimes there's moments that are crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think that.
I think it's like we're at the 25-year anniversary.
20-year of the Hell in a Cell match.
Exactly.
It was
with
last
the
week.
Mankind and Undertaker. Like, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Smash that like button. Leave comments. Let us know what you think. Also, if you were a fan of Cat's Corner, we have now moved to Instagram. And I like what I did there. We're now on Instagram. You can find it on IGTV at DJ's Universal Comics. Make sure to check it out if you like. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching, guys. You know the drill. Smash that like button. Leave comments. Let us know what you think. And, this weekend, tomorrow, right after this episode, we have a full review of Ugly. And next week, we'll be doing a full review of Secret Superstar. If you're on Twitter, you know already that it's in the can. So, anyways...